How did we get from this ancient Greek historian to this 3D model from 2025? In the 5th century BCE, the Greek historian Herodotus wrote about the pyramids of Giza in his seminal work, The Histories of Herodotus. By the time he visited Egypt, the pyramids were already 2,000 years old and already mysterious. He spent much of his trip trying to figure out how they were built. Now, Herodotus is often called the father of history, and it's a fair nickname, but he did get some things wrong. For example, he claimed King Khufu's tomb was located in an underground chamber which could be filled with water from the Nile River, like a little sarcophagus island. It turns out that's not the case. Herodotus didn't let a half-truth stand in the way of a good story, which laid the groundwork for some of the enduring legends associated with the Giza complex. Ancient scholars who came after often blended real Egyptian history with elements of mythology, fantasy, magic, and the occult. Even the famous philosopher Plato took part in spreading these stories. He credited Egyptian priests with keeping records of the lost kingdom of Atlantis, although historians think Plato probably invented the entire Atlantis story and the Egyptians' part in it completely out of thin air. Then there are the tales of Setna from around the 4th century BCE. These fictional stories include an Egyptian prince, a trip to the underworld, and a search for the Book of Thoth, a tome of forbidden knowledge, solidifying some of the mystical themes associated with ancient Egypt. And all of this set the stage for more modern fringe theories, like those championed by Edgar Cayce in the 20th century. Cayce claimed he could tap into a universal consciousness. He predicted that before the year 2000, a hall of records would be discovered beneath the Sphinx, left there by the ancient people of Atlantis. That didn't happen, but it didn't stop people from wondering if the Hall of Records is still hidden below the Giza complex. In 1998, a new theory was proposed by Christopher Dunn in his book, The Giza Power Plant: Technologies of Ancient Egypt. Dunn said when he began studying the pyramids, he couldn't help but wonder if they served some other purpose. He thought it was possible. They found a way to use Earth's vibrations to create an energy source, and that energy source could actually be the pyramids. The new 3D model you've seen comes from the Khafre Sar project, and to be clear, they don't seem to reference the power plant theory. That connection came up on social media. Maybe it's because both mention the pyramids' vibrations, or maybe the public was just excited about what the new claims could mean. Now, what's really underneath the pyramids? We don't know.